runners. So they would come by and they would get your money and go play it, and they would get a little piece, a little cut. So that's that green book is her dream book. I have one of her gloves there because she always wore long gloves. I don't know what the other one is. Those are her shoes. That shirt down there is her husband's. Her name was Ethel King. His name was Prince King. And they were our mother's parents. And Prince it was actually Prince Albert, just like Prince Albert cigars.
He was making tobacco.
He was
her, tobacco.
Yeah.
Tobacco.
He was really her stepfather, but he was like a father to her. And so that's his shirt, that blue and white one. This white Bible is his. He read that Bible every night, and I know he paid a lot of money to buy that Bible because it was so large, and it was in color. But he read it every night, and on top of it is the pin he wore when he was an usher at Springfield Baptist Church in D.C. on M Street. I think it is Northwest, but it's still there, so that's his usher pin. And then the
glasses.
And his eyeglasses. You can see how huge they are. And there's some little different things in that book also. And the book next to that says Lincoln, that's one of the books Granny had. Granny was a domestic worker, and so when she would...
Excuse me, a domestic worker cleans houses.
Yeah,
she was a maid.
So when she would clean the houses, let me finish. When she would clean the houses of the wealthy Jewish people she worked for, she would see the books that they had. And so she would get those books. So of course, I would read like Rebecca of Sunnybrook Farm, because she had it. Lincoln, different books that she saw that they had, because she had a third-grade education. And I think part of her looking at what they had, she felt that was what people should have. So anyway, that's one of her books. This right here, this shirt, this blouse belonged to our mother. And underneath there, right next to it, is a T-shirt from her high school reunion, the last high school reunion she went to. She went to high school in New Bern, North Carolina, where she was born. So that's a T-shirt she wore to her high school reunion. And then over here, there's a lot of Marine Corps memorabilia, because Dad, of course, was a Marine Corps.
Hoorah!
Yeah. 20-some years? I can't remember.
21 years.
21 years.
Yeah. And to tell you, since I think we're all here, so when Dad, next week, the President has signed an order so that next week, the first Black Marines will get the Congressional Gold Medal. And Dad was one of those Marines.
Yeah.
So he will get, if he was alive, he would receive the gold medal. They're only giving the actual gold medal, you know, the actual one, to the survivors. They're going to give one in the name of everyone to the museum, the Marine Corps Museum of Quantico, Virginia. But he was one of the first Black Marines. He joined the Marine Corps in 1946. So next week there are two ceremonies honoring him and all the other Black Marines. They're like the Tuskegee Airmen.
Yes.
Only whereas the airmen were more, people saw them because they were flying. They kept the Black Marines. They pretty much used them behind the scene. You know, they had to wait on the white generals and all of that. So a lot of them really didn't talk about the work they did, because while they were proud to be Marines, they weren't proud of the work they did. So they really had it hard. And Franklin Roosevelt signed the order so that Black people could join the Marine Corps, and Dad was one of the first. And out of the 20,000 Black Marines that joined, Black people that joined, only 1,500 stayed in there for a career, and he was one of those 1,500. So they really had it hard. So you'll see that red paper is a copy of what the President signed. You'll see it's from President Obama's decree that says that the Black Marines, that he's one of the Black Marines, that he's...
Aren't y'all proud of y'all history?
You should be proud of your grandfather.
Will you do that?
Well,
shut up, turn around, Vicky.
They're paying attention.
What happened is that when we got notified, when we found out about it,
So
actually,
mad.
in fact, even I think Sandra might have told me,
Yeah.
and then we had to fill out a form that proved that he was one of the first Black
One
Marines.
of the original OG.
And if you know, Mr. Myers is one, and he'll actually get a gold medal.
Because he's still living.
'Cause he's
He'll
still
actually, I'm going to go, I've been invited to the ceremony to like represent the family. It's on Wednesday. It's
In
the
DC.
first one.
Yeah.
On Wednesday is the one at the Capitol, and on Thursday. No, wait a minute. I'm so confused.
Anyway,
Yeah, on Thursday is the one at the Commandant's house, which is the Commandant, the head of the Marine Corps.
Okay.
Hopefully President Obama will show up. But at any rate, he did.
yeah.
He did sign that decree. And Dad, you know, and so what we get to do is we can buy a copy of it, a bronze copy of not everybody can, but we can buy one because of our father. We can buy a copy of the gold medal.
Daddy is in Arlington National Cemetery.
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
Daddy, that's why Daddy,
Mama, and Andrew. Yeah.
And Angela.
and our baby sister who was stillborn.
I was gonna say, if y'all don't know, if everybody doesn't know, we had another sister.
We'll get into all of that.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
You got the. Okay.
Deborah, you want to take it from here?
Wait a minute. I wanted to do this right
Oh,
quick.
okay.
We came up with this special honor, and it's to Sheila, and it's because she was the first one who paid for the. Yes.
That's what it is. Like
And this is look, exactly, and this is not trying to be funny or anything, but we know that's a big feat.
Yeah, we put the call